Good morning. Can everyone hear me well? Or you can just write in the chat, that would be amazing. So nice to have you all. Okay, so if there is anything, you can just write it in the chat and I'll see it. Welcome to our morning yin yoga session. I just had one yesterday too, and it feels really, really good to start into the day with yin. Because I don't know, it's like a really prolonged meditation, but you also stretch your body after like a really nice, hopefully long night of quality sleep. So we're focusing on creativity and inspiration. So it will be also a little bit heart opening. Um, where is it? Oh, perfect. So, yeah, we'll start with a gratitude meditation. If you do have any beverage close by, maybe you're still on your morning coffee or tea or cacao, you can just grab it. Even a glass of water is fine. And it's just a simple ritual you can do in the mornings, to start into the day feeling well. So, grab your cup. If you don't have a cup, you can just bring your hands onto your chest. And just taking a few deep breaths here through the nose in and the mouth out. One more deep inhale, really feeling the body waking up. And exhale. Just noticing for a moment how you're feeling right now in your physical body. Emotionally. Mentally. And energetically. Do you feel connected to yourself? Or do you feel slightly ungrounded by these crazy full moon energies? Taking a deep inhale into your heart here. Hold the breath at the top. And slowly exhale, release. Noticing this cup in your hands. And tuning into your heart here. What is it that you would like to invite into this day, this weekend, maybe even next week? What is it that you really, really need? Physically, mentally, and emotionally. And maybe it's something you think you shouldn't be wanting, or you don't have time for, or it's not yet time for it. But you really deeply feel it in your body, in your mind, in your heart. It's like every single part of you is like, please. Maybe it's take a break. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's go for a run, go for a hike. Whatever it is, allow it to come up for a moment. And allowing this wish to just come up, notice how this makes you feel in your body. And then from there, bringing one hand to the cup, one to the chest. just notice for what do you feel grateful this morning? What was beautiful? What did you enjoy? Keep breathing. And if you're not sure about this morning, just extend it to the day and your life, the people, the places, the activities, the small things and the big things. So often we focus and bring our energy to what we do not want to invite in. But how about we focus on what we want to invite in? Give one more deep inhale into your heart, really tuning into that heart desire, the thing you want to give yourself permission for today, this week, and next week. Hold the breath at the top. And then slowly exhale through the nose. Imagine how this wish, this feeling, just goes to every single cell in your body. Okay, and slowly you can open your eyes and you can just look at your cup or maybe have a sip, You can do this very simply every morning, just imagining your wish and letting it flow into your cup. And they've been doing like scientific tests with water and talking to water. There's a study, I have to look it up, but they would talk to it, badly, and the crystals in the water would have really destructive patterns. And the most powerful words were love and gratitude, and that would create really beautiful crystals. And I mean, there's so much water in us humans, and just being more aware of how we speak to ourselves and how this can also spark creativity and inspiration. And if you always have someone doubting you and not trusting you, of course you're not going to feel inspired or trusting yourself and taking action on what you feel inspired to do, the spark. So focusing more on that, letting that spark take over and just see what happens, and not be that adapting person for yourself, being more maybe just for one day, how can I be more encouraging today with myself? So this is just this little nudge. We'll make our way onto the mat. Just in case you don't have it ready, just make sure you have either a folded towel or blanket, or maybe you have a bolster at home, who knows, and a block or two, or a book, a bigger book, maybe a Harry Potter book. They're great. And we'll come on all fours, so on hands and knees. And then we'll bring our toes together, our feet together, and take our knees slightly wider than our hips for child's pose. Sitting back onto our heels here, extending the arms forward, and placing the forehead on the floor. If you want, you can also place a block under your forehead. Whatever feels good. And then just take a couple deep belly breaths here. Really align your spine with every inhale to lengthen also your thighs. And then with every exhale, your upper body softens towards the earth. Your own little cave. Letting the head become heavy. Releasing the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. your elbows, thighs, and toes. Tuning into your wish here, your intention, and maybe as a sign of, handing it over and giving it away, trusting the process, you can flip your hands up to the sky and just see if this makes you feel differently in the body. From harshness to softness, watching ourselves in this yoga class and noticing when we're saying should and have to and must, and how we can exchange those words for something softer, more nourishing, more just truthful to yourself. When we are too hard on ourselves, we kill creativity and inspiration because constant doubt just destroys. And trust can be a bridge builder. Take 5 more deep breaths here. And if your palms are turned up, just bring them down. And then from here, if you have something beneath your forehead, just remove it as we'll move into a variation of this child's pose. So we'll press our palms into the floor. And just like your sitting bones stay where they are, hips are here grounded. And then from here, we'll walk our hands towards the right side, but only as far as the hips stay where they are. So we'll be opening the left side of the body. If you want, you can rest your head on one ear and just stay here, breathe deeply. Feel how your rib cage is opening up. And with every exhale, allowing the bones to become heavy. Five more breaths here. Allowing every inhale and exhale to become deeper and longer. And carefully center your head first and walk your hands towards center for a full breath in and a full breath out. And carefully we'll move to the left side, opening the right side of the body. Just noticing how this side might feel completely different than the left side. And then carefully return to center for our last 3 breaths here. Noticing your hips, and if you can soften a bit more in there. And then press your palms onto the floor and very carefully walk your hands back. Returning in tabletop, and just for a moment find stillness before moving. Maybe closing the eyes and just tuning into how you're feeling. Sometimes when we release a shape, emotions come up, allowing them to pass. And then if it feels good in your body, take a few cat and cows here. So we'll be inhaling, opening our chest, arching the back, looking up. And then slowly exhaling, rounding the back, pulling the belly button in, really pressing into your hands here. Inhaling, opening your chest, opening the heart. And exhaling, rounding the back. Inhale, open the heart here. And exhale, round. You can move in your own pace for a few more times. And this is just to move some energy, wake the spine up. And after your final round, just find neutral again. We'll be moving on to our bellies. So you can come down. Step away. And we'll be moving into Sphinx. This is a heart opening shape, but it's one that needs some strength. So, and this is something we also need to take action, take inspired action on our, ideas and heart wishes. So, come to your lower arms, bring the palms down, elbows and your shoulders are about in a line. And if you want, you can just take your feet wider if this gives you more space in your lower back, but you can also bring them closer. I like them wider. And then round your back and let your head fall forward for a moment. Inhaling here, opening your chest, bringing the shoulders and shoulder blades down. Chin is slightly tucked in to release tension in the neck. And I'll stay here. If you want, you can take a block and place your head on it. And it's okay to gently soften in your shoulders here. Breathing into your chest. You can close your eyes and imagine a candle flame in the center of your chest, or a dot of light. With every inhale, that light expands and spreads to your chest. With every exhale, it moves into the center of your heart. And you can repeat this for 3-4 times. Inhaling, expanding the light. Exhaling, drawing the light into the heart. Releasing tension in the legs, the jaw, your face. And if you want, for the next 3 inhales, you can hold your breath at the top as long as it feels good, and then slowly exhale through the nose. It's just going to activate the heart center more. So inhaling, holding the breath, and slowly exhaling through the nose. 2 more times. And from here, remove any props and very carefully lower down, using your hands as a pillow here. If you want, you can also come into one ear and have the arms next to the body. I will tell you when to shift your head to the opposite side. And you can just gently wiggle your hips to release any tension in your lower back, your glutes. I'm just noticing how you're feeling here. I'm switching the head to the opposite side. And from your belly, you can turn over onto your back. Just to relax our spine and just bring some energy of joy up, we'll do the happy baby pose. You'll bring your feet up to the sky, and then you'll bring your hands between your knees and grab the outer edges of your feet. So feet to the sky, bring the hands between the knees, and then grab your outer edge of the feet. And tucking the chin slightly in, and then you can just roll from one side to the other, massaging your back. This might feel super weird, but also kind of fun. Tuning into what are the moments you feel actually the most inspired. When is it? Is it when you go for a walk, play with your godchildren, have a hike, shower? Mostly it's not like we're sitting there and thinking about our next big idea. No, it just comes out when we're not really thinking, when we're in our bodies. So we can receive it. We can really be tuned with our own wisdom. And find stillness. Release the shoulders. And bring the knees into your chest. rolling over onto one side. And to the side, you can come up. And seated position. We'll be actually moving back into hands and knees. And one aspect of feeling creative and inspired is also like creating some inner fire to actually go for it and go through it also when it's hard and challenging, because it's not always just like rainbows and unicorns. So come up to hands and knees. We'll be moving through two gentle dragons. If you know dragons, you know. If not, that's completely fine. Welcome to the initiation of riding dragons. So we'll bring our right hand towards the left hand in the center, and then we'll step our right foot forward for baby dragon. You can slide your left knee towards the back of the room. Just the further your foot is away from your hip flexor, the more intense it is. And if you want, grab some props that you have just to put your hands on. This can just give some more opening. Opening the chest here as you inhale and exhale, allow your shoulders and your tailbone to soften towards the earth. Breathing here. Focusing your attention and awareness to your belly button, your center. Really allowing all the doubts and fears and heavy thoughts to surface. Not have them lurking and hiding in the basement of your mind, but actually give them some space and then let them go for a run, and knowing you're in charge. Then relax your hips up. Taking a deep inhale into your belly here. Exhale through the mouth. Release. With the next exhale, we'll be sticking the tongue out for 2 breaths. So inhale. One more time. Final breaths. Feel that fire. Let it burn through the resistance. And carefully, just to remove your props towards the front, and listen carefully, because we'll be flowing into sleeping dragon, also known as sleeping swan. So bring that right arm to the outer edge of your right foot and walk this foot to our left hand. Bringing that knee down in whatever angle it is, that doesn't matter. Coming onto your fingertips, lifting yourself up and out of your hips. And exhaling, slowly lowering down. Staying on your forearms here and then shifting your weight to center. So if there is a lot of space between your right buttocks and the earth, you might want to grab something and place it beneath. And then, if you have a bolster, great for you, you can place it here. Or you just, use your pillows and whatever you have to support yourself. Breathing into your hips here, into the glutes, Soften the shoulders, the neck. And whenever you need, you exhale through the mouth. Releasing your jaw and letting your body soften with every exhale. Really bringing awareness to where you're holding tension in the body. Taking a few more deep breaths here. Softening the belly, the eye. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Carefully lift your head and just walk your hands up. I'll be moving into tabletop. So slide your knee back here for a moment. Noticing the difference between left and right. And then bringing your left hand towards the center. Stepping your left foot forward. Left foot. Sliding your right knee back. And again, take the props that you need. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, release the shoulders down. And really feel your foot grounded in the earth. You can lift your toes and slowly bring them down. Deep belly breaths. Noticing how you're feeling emotionally, and if you're trying to tune out, just like how can you be in your body? Notice the sensations in your body. You not abandoning yourself. You're holding space for yourself here, your existence, your desires, your dreams, your wishes, your challenges. Final breaths. Two more breaths, exhaling with the Kali tongue, sticking the tongue out. And then carefully move the props away. Bring the left hand to the outer edge of your left foot. And walk your left foot to the right wrist. Bring your knee down. Come onto your fingertips, lift yourself up. And slowly lower down. Again, center the hips. If you need something, place it under the left buttocks. And then take whatever variation serves you. Align the body gently and slowly to open. Whenever you exhale, you allow yourself to surrender. Allowing yourself to trust that what you feel you need might actually be the right thing, no matter what the plans are and were and expectations from yourself and others. Taking a few more final breaths here, softening. Softening the grip, or I'll should. And also embrace other possibilities. Taking one more deep inhale here and exhale through the nose. And carefully come just a little bit onto your arms here, to the hands, and just put your props away so you have space. And then roll over to the side, taking a block or a pillow or whatever you have as a pillow. And resting here. Tuning into how you're feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. And then slowly roll over onto your back. Remove whatever is below your head. Maybe giving yourself a little hug here. And we'll be moving into supported bridge. So for that, you'll need a firm blanket, a book, or a block or bolster. Um, will be you'll press your feet into the floor, and then you'll lift your hips up and slide that prop beneath your lower back. So whatever you have, this might be blanket or towel, and then walking the shoulders away. The hands can be on your hips or spread out wide. And just stay here for a few breaths, allowing the lower back to rest on your prop. It's a soft heart opening shape as well. And when the fire we created can melt down towards the heart. If you want, you can extend your legs onto the mat and maybe even take the arms over the head. Scanning your body from the toes to the fingertips and just noticing if you're holding tension, if you can soften a little bit. And then slowly bringing the hands back to your hips. Move your toes if your legs are extended. And walk your feet back. Resting here for a moment. And then carefully just lift the hips. Remove your prop and very slowly lower down. And just stay here. When you feel ready, you can have your knees into your chest. And then interlace your fingers. And place your hand on your right knee, extending the left one for our twist. You can use a prop if you want. You can have it close to your left hip, whatever you have. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale, bring that right knee to the left side. Walking the shoulder blades away. Head can face in the neutral or the opposite side. The right arm can be spread out wide. Taking belly breaths here. We do twists to integrate our practice, to bring the energy back to center. And releasing what is not your energy, what are not your ideas, what are not your things you feel to do. Let's see, maybe from the outside influenced. 3 more deep breaths here. And carefully just center the head first. And with the help of your hands, guide your knee back to center. Drawing the left knee into. As you interlace the fingers, place them on top of your left leg, extending the right. Switching your prop if you have one. Deep inhale. And exhale, guide your knee towards the right side. Again, walking the shoulder blades away from each other. Take the same variation with your head and your arm as before. Taking a few more deep breaths here. And carefully guiding the head first to center and then your knees into the chest. Rolling over to one side. And just remembering your intention and maybe some, old wishes and desires resurface. Maybe you had an idea for a project that you've been grinding your mind about. Just tuning into that for a moment. And I'm slowly coming up for our final shape before Shavasana. And this is the forward folded butterfly. For that, I recommend you to sit on a blanket or a towel or a low pillow. Moving the flesh away from your sitting bones so you can really ground down. And then let your knees fall out to the side, bringing the feet to center together. You can have them closer or further away, whatever feels good in your body. If you feel like you need extra support, it helps with grounding and opening also, you can take your blocks and place them beneath. And sometimes it's just one side. If one hip is very open and the other, so what I do sometimes is like, for example, if this hip is very open and this isn't, I actually put something under the very open hip so I can balance them. So you can tune into that. Bring your hands to your feet. Take a deep inhale, open the chest. And then slowly lower down. And you can go as far as you want. Maybe you want to stay with your spine straight here. Or maybe you want to roll forward and let your head hang. Whatever feels good in your body. Releasing the jaw, the face, the shoulders, the rib cage, the thighs, the toes, your belly. Then every exhale, your upper body sinks deeper towards the earth. If you want, you can imagine a waterfall above you, falling down your spine and your head. It's like nice, refreshing water. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cold, whatever you prefer. 3 more deep breaths here. And when you feel complete, carefully walk your hands back. Bring your hands to your knees and guide them back to center. And just for a moment, placing your head onto your legs, wrapping your arms around your body here. And we slowly make our way into Shavasana. I can remove all the props. Maybe you have a blanket to cover yourself. And if you want, you can roll up another blanket and place it under your knees. That just is nice for the lower back. And then we let the feet fall out to the sides, palms face up, or you can also place your hands on your body. Tucking the chin in, walking the shoulder blades away. We'll take 2 deep inhales through the nose in, holding the breath, and then exhaling through the mouth, allowing every single bone of your body to sink into the earth. So take a deep inhale into your nose, hold the breath. Exhale. One more time. And let go of your breath. Allow your face to rest, the eyes sinking deeper into the eye sockets. Head is heavy, shoulders, arms, your back, your belly and chest. Your hips and glutes sink down. Your legs and your heels touching the floor. Your full body softens. You're allowed to now completely relax, recharge, and just be. I'll talk again to you when it's time to come back. Start deepening your breath. Remembering your intention here. Knowing that we've planted seeds of trust. Trust into our own abilities to choose for ourselves. Deep knowing that we know how to take time for ourselves. Time to listen to our bodies, our minds, our hearts. And then take inspired action from there. Releasing doubt and distrust in ourselves. Being our own cheerleaders. Really start moving your fingers and toes, the head from side to side. And then take your arms over the head for the knees stretch. Oh, waking up again. Maybe, moving your wrists and your feet. And hugging your knees into your chest. And make yourself a compliment. Or whatever you like. You can just as if I would say to myself, Alex, I just love your hair. Alex, you did really great yesterday. Or, whatever you need to hear from yourself. And roll over to your right side. And carefully come into seated position. Sitting onto something. So welcome back. We'll be finishing this practice just with a short pranayama, a breathing technique called Kapalabhati, the fire breath. It's really great to, increase focus and concentration, clear the mind, but also create some inner fire and stamina when you need it. Just like a short meditation to integrate. One thing you might need during this is to just sneeze your nose for a moment. I'll just do that now. Just so you can fully breathe. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking a full breath in, full breath out, and I'll just show you from this side. We'll be inhaling halfway in, having one hand on the belly, and sharply exhaling to the nose, sorry. As we exhale through the nose, we pull the belly button in. And this will probably feel weird if you do this first time, but it's completely fine. And it clears the nose. So sit in whatever way feels good. And sneeze your nose. And from here, close your eyes. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Maybe place one hand on your belly. And then inhale halfway in. And start Kapalabhati. Keep going, keep the pace you've started. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Release your hand. For a moment, notice your breath flowing in and out through your nose. And the hands in prayer in front of your heart. Giving yourself thanks and everyone that joined us this morning. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Namaste. So take your time, have lots of water, maybe journal, and just do what feels right. It's really listening to yourself here, to your true self, not the doubting self. Let's try it. I'm practicing that. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat or also by email anytime. I'm thinking to maybe offer this morning class maybe for another few Saturdays or something like that, because it's nice. Oh, thank you. Just have a wonderful day. Hopefully some sun will come out. And Hi everyone. You can replay this video until, let's say, Tuesday. So today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning. Bye guys.